What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. This is going to be my review of Housewives of Potomac Season 9, Episode 4. So the ladies are headed to North Carolina. The majority of the ladies flew to North Carolina. Of course, Stacey, she's driving due to an incident that happened with one of her family members a little while ago. So she's going to be driving down. And so while the ladies are heading down, Mia is trying to get some information out of Karen, trying to get more tea on her case. And Karen keeps having to tell her, girl, I can't talk about it. And I'm now coming to understand that, yes, since the actual court thing has not gone through, I can understand that she does not want to incriminate herself. So I don't know if she plans on pleading. I think she's pled not guilty, and so I guess she really can't admit to fault in this particular case. But Mia also states that after they try calling Stacey while she's on her way down to North Carolina, she doesn't pick up the FaceTime call, and Mia says Stacey's kind of boring, and so that seems to be pretty interesting, but. Also, Wendy says that she heard Jazzy say that Jacqueline is Mia's sidekick, and Jacqueline does not take likely to that particular statement. Also, Karen and Giselle obviously have some issues going on. Wendy asked Giselle how are things going between her and Giselle's like, we're going to have a talk, and they start talking bad a little bit about Karen in the car, and Wendy's like, Karen is not here to protect herself or to defend herself, so. I'm not going to participate in this mess. I'm not going to participate in this. And I'm so happy for Wendy taking that stance. And I think Wendy's just trying to make sure that she's not on anyone's bad side this season. I think Wendy just wants to be the neutral person of the season. And I can appreciate that. I love Wendy. Wendy's one of my favorite housewives on this particular franchise. But anyways, so all the ladies get to the house. They all pick out their rooms. Unfortunately, Miss K, our newest housewife, one of our newest housewives besides Stacy, she's going to be staying in the room with bunk beds, and she's going to be staying in that room with Stacy. Wendy has her own room, and Mia has decorated it so beautifully. This house is a beautiful house. They call it Mia Manor when they show up at the house. Of course, Mia told them to say that because we know she don't own that house. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's real cute for the TV cameras and things of that nature. And so the ladies all pick out their rooms. They sing happy birthday to Wendy, even though I don't think her birthday is until the next day, but they sing happy birthday to her regardless. And so finally Stacey shows up, and I get what Ashley is saying and Mia is saying about Stacey, saying that she's got this newscaster voice that goes on, and they don't think that she can necessarily turn it off. And I do see that in Stacey. However, I don't think that attributes to her necessarily being boring per se. But I can understand how that might be not easy to kind of jive with, not easy to really believe. Not it comes off as fake a little bit, but I just think that's just the way that Stacey presents herself. That's just the way that she is, and I could appreciate that. Because I think it would be kind of weird to see her present herself in any other type of way. But anyways, and so the ladies sort of sit down, and so Jazzy brings up the fact, well, no, Jacqueline brings up the fact that it was said that she was Mia's sidekick, and Jacqueline goes on to say that she is the number one, honey. She is Mia's number one, and Jazzy says, from the neck up, yes, absolutely, and so that seems really cute. And then Karen gets in on the Jacqueline bashing in a way, and she says that I don't appreciate you telling the girls that I called you drunk. I don't appreciate that, and I don't see it for you. And then Jacqueline begins to cry, and I don't know exactly how authentic that crying was, but maybe because everything was kind of being put on Jacqueline, it was a little bit too much for her at the moment. But Karen says, I don't give an F. You can cry till the cows come home, honey. I don't give an F, and I don't F with you. And so Karen's definitely standing her ground, and I can definitely appreciate that. And so they get onto a boat, and they go boat riding, and the subject of Stacy comes up, and the fact that the well, actually no, a little bit earlier before they get on the boat, Karen pulls Stacy to the side and lets her know that some of the girls feel as though she's a little bit boring. So this subject is brought up on the boat, and then it's brought to their attention, to everyone's attention, that Mia is actually the one who made this statement. Because I don't remember any of the other girls actually saying that Stacy was boring, but Mia is the one that brought up this fact. And so there's that. So the ladies come back to the house and they have a little bit of a dinner or whatever. And a couple of Mia's friends come along, and they start sharing stories about Mia. And of course, Jacqueline has to pipe up and say, "Well, I knew Mia back in the day when she had the Honda with the 22-inch rims on it, honey." And so Jacqueline's really trying to stake her claim as being Mia's BFF. And again, I don't know why she feels the need to do this. I don't know if because we all know that Mia is really her only connection to this particular cast. So maybe that's the reason why she feels like she has to really stake her claim as Mia's number one BFF. But to be honest, it's like we're all grown here. It really doesn't. This is some high school stuff. Like we're all grown. It really doesn't matter how close you and Mia are. If you guys are close, so be it. And it turns out that Mia and Jacqueline are sharing a room. And apparently that is what was set up by Mia, because Mia makes some joke about her needing to nurse Jacqueline. And, it's really condescending towards Jacqueline. And I don't know exactly how Jacqueline's going to feel about this come reunion time. But at the end of the episode, Mia ends up saying that her, Karen, and one of Mia's friends actually went out in DC. And, once they separated, Karen actually drunk dialed Mia or her friend. And she was speaking to the effect of, they think that I'm with Ray, but I'm actually with you, alluding to the fact that Karen was cheating on Ray. So apparently Karen is the sacrificial lamb of this particular season. And once again, Karen's going to be able to handle it. Karen can handle anything that comes her way. Karen is actually my favorite housewife of all the housewife franchises. I feel as though she's perfect for the show. She knows what she needs to do. I also think Ashley is perfect for the show as well. So is Giselle. Giselle's perfect for the show, but if anyone is going to be the sacrificial lamb for this particular season, I feel as though Karen is going to be the main one. And I want to go in a little bit further on Stacey's man TJ, because I don't feel like I went in too deep in my previous review concerning their relationship. It's clear that TJ is not interested in Stacey in a sexual way. I don't know if he's interested in her in a friendship type of way, but he's definitely not interested in having any sex with her. And also, the way that TJ was, it seemed to be infatuated with that personal trainer. When he first entered the room, Stacy wanted to hug him, wanted to be all up on him, and he's like, no, 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 no. And then he goes right on over to the personal trainer and gives him a big old hug and compliments him on his big arms. Oh, you work out, dude. Like, it's it's giving that he might be on the spectrum, okay, and I'll just leave that there. But yeah, that's all I have for this particular review. It'll be interesting to see where this claim of Karen cheating on Ray is going to go from here. Karen is obviously going to blow up on the girls, going to give Mia a piece of her mind, and I cannot wait to see it. But thank you guys so much for watching my review for Housewives of Potomac season 9 episode 4. I'll see you guys on the next review. Peace out, y'all.